Hey guys, welcome back to Being Deepa once again. Wish you a very happy new year. New year is all about goals, about resolutions. We all make resolutions, especially at the end of December when we are all hopeful about January, about our dreams, about a new life that we really want to live. But more often than not, these resolutions are extremely difficult to stick to. Yes, a lot of us are able to do it, but eventually falling in 3 months, 4 months, or sometimes even in 3 weeks has happened with me so many times in the past. I've made resolutions to lose weight, to go to gym every day, to do some exercise, to meditate regularly, but it's just difficult. The first few days, the optimist in us pushes us, but eventually it all falls apart. While reading Atomic Habits by James Clear, I realized that there is a pattern in all this, which is why I wanted to make this video and share all the insights and all the learnings so that this 2020 is going to be a changed year for you, for me, and for all of us. James Clear says, "You do not rise to the level of your success. You fail to the level of your systems." It means that no matter how many great big goals we keep, if there is no system to follow, if there is no plan, if there are no processes, it is all going to fall apart. And this is what I wanted to really think about, share about. Let's take an example. Today, if I say that I want to lose weight 10 kilograms by end of June, that's 6 months, quite a good time, 10 kgs, it's not difficult. But if I don't have a plan or a strategy, then most likely I'm going to fall off the radar. I may start going to gym for a week or 2 or 3 maybe, but that's not going to be sustainable because there would be hundreds of excuses and reasons, because consistency, sustainability for a goal that is just made without thinking much is always difficult, and we all have experienced it in the past. So instead of thinking how much weight, if I say I would start walking 5,000 steps a day every day, increasing 500 steps every week in that. Or I'm not going to eat outside food on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Or I'm going to cut 1 cup of tea from my everyday intake of tea. Now, these are some of the processes, systems that we can change to have the effect in the output. So changing the input that we can control to change the output, not just thinking about the output and not really doing much groundwork. That's like the inherent idea of this whole system, which is why I wanted to share it with you today, so that when you are setting your goals, you keep that in mind. It's not just about thinking, it's about doing here, groundwork. The other thing that I found most interesting about habits, which is mentioned in this book and in some other studies that I have read about, is that if we want to get rid of our bad habits, then we need to make them difficult, we need to make them unattractive. We need to work on our environment so that the habits are not triggered. The default system that we have established over the years is not repeated. I'm sure you also have noticed when we walk in the room and we want to watch TV, the remote is right there. We would just sit, slouch, and then start watching TV. It's such a default system that has been created. Every time the phone is lying near us, we would just pick it up, open the lock, and just keep scrolling. So these are the certain things that we can plan ahead, work on to get rid of this environmental problems that we have created over the years. So let's take a few examples. Next time, whenever you're writing, you're teaching, you're making sheets, you are making a video, or you're reading, how about keeping the phone in the other room or keeping it on the airplane mode? If it's beyond our reach, it's difficult for us to get distracted. Keeping the phone on the aeroplane mode every day for an hour or 2, it's calming, especially when you want to focus on something. That's one thing. The other thing is keeping the TV remote in some other room, not hiding it because you know where you've kept it, so you'll just take it out. Keeping it in the other room so that you have to physically go and get the remote. And trust me, those 5-10 seconds are the most difficult. Once we are out of that 5-10 seconds of slumber where we want to just slouch and watch TV, once that is over, you can get simple things like changing the settings so that whenever you open your laptop first thing in the morning, you land on the calendar page or on your daily goal page. Because once you get to a browser, you would just land on some social media and spend hours and hours. These are some of the environmental factors that you can change. Now, the other thing is how to maintain the good habits, how to start the good habits. We feel that we don't have time, we don't have a system. And I found this amazing way that's called Stacking Habits by James Clear again, that it talks about how if we associate the habits that we want to start, that we want to begin with the habits that we already have, then it's going to be easy to sustain both of them. Let me give you an example. So if I want to start meditating and I don't know when and how, and I think I don't have time, then I would associate it with something that I do every day, that's pick up my phone. So every time I pick up my phone, I would meditate for 1 minute. 10 times you pick up your phone, it's 10 minutes of meditation time. Similarly, every time you open Netflix, it's going to be 1 glass of water or anything else. Every time you make a cup of tea for yourself, you're going to have a glass of water right before that. Every time you're talking to someone on the phone, you are taking care of all the clutter around the house. You can associate any habit with any habit. The only thing is the one that you associate it with should be the one that comes naturally to you, so that the other one also become a default habit. So I'm sure now you can make a list of 5 things that you want to control with your environment, and maybe 5 more things that you want to change, or 5 habits that you would want to start in this new year. Thinking about it, our habits are such an integral and important part of our daily life. Whatever we have been doing for years and years have become a part of the system which is difficult to get rid of if it's a bad habit. But if it's a good habit, we have been building so much on something that we have created. James Clear says, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same way that money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habit multiply as you repeat them. They seem to make little difference on any given day, and yet the impact they deliver over the months and years can be enormous. It is only when looking back 1, 2, or perhaps 5 years later that the value of good habits and the cost of bad ones become strikingly apparent. But seriously, savings are a result of all our financial habits. Our health is a result of our physical habits. Our mood, our general tendency to be happy or unhappy or cribbing or complaining is a result of our emotional or mental habits. Because the small decisions that we make today and every day are going to make us the person that we want to become in this year. On that note, thank you so much for coming back here. Wish you a very, very happy new year one more time. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so today. We are going to bring some amazing content this year.